What's up, guys? Glad to see you guys in here. I'm getting ready to go out and find a couple of spatial anomalies. Maybe shed some light on how this shit works, because it took me forever to learn how to operate this vessel. There it goes, though. Not really sure where I want to go, though. I know that Bar has some pretty hard spots to scan for. Usually they're pretty difficult. Let's see what's up. $10 million for giving my channel a thumbs up, right? Give you 10 million pennies, maybe. Actually, that'd be 10,000 or 10,000 or 100,000. I think it'd be $100,000. So never mind. I'm not giving you 10 million pennies. All right. So first things first is when you get into a place that you want to scan, which I've got two signatures here. You're going to want to let's pretend this isn't Bar and it's not a safe place for us, or we don't know whether it's a safe place. First, you're going to find planets. Find one of your choosing. It doesn't really matter. Warp to it. Push Control B. Open this window right here, which is for your people and places. That brings up this window. About halfway through the jump, you're going to just click the Submit button. Right about now. Click the Submit button. Then what you're going to do is you're going to fly back to that place before you launch your probes and cloak yourself. So let's find that on here. It says spot in the Bar solar system. Warp 2. Active. By the way, for those watching the stream, it would be awesome if you would let me know in either YouTube chat or if you're a corporation member in Corp chat how the audio levels are. If you can hear me over the game, if the game's too overpowering, if I'm too overpowering, let me know. This is the first time I've streamed in a long time, actually. But okay, now that we're here, what we do is we're going to click there. You could click F2 if you wanted to, whatever. I usually am a point and clicker kind of game player. So now that they've launched, I'm going to wait until this thing refills. As soon as it refills, boom, hit the cloak. Now you're pretty much invisible to anybody else's scans that might be using like a combat probe or something like that, trying to find people like you out scanning. So what we're going to do here is this little button right here. If you hover over it, it says solar system map. Click it. It's going to bring this up. You're going to zoom in just a little bit until you can see the different icons. You're looking for these red circles like this. You're going to click on that. It's going to move your camera, and you're going to move this box over to it. Also make sure that this bar right here where my mouse is set all the way to the right. It's the widest dispersion band for the scanners. You're going to use your scroll wheel, scroll in on it, make sure that it's centered on top. Oh, hold on, without clicking on the object itself. Then you're going to just move it into place so that it's everywhere you look at it, that square is inside the circle. Who said you couldn't fit a square peg into a round hole? Now click on the Analyze button. It says, oh snap, I see me typing. Well, you won't get YouTube famous, I promise you. I have all of like 5 subs. This is a different channel than I normally use. The one that I have all my subscribers on YouTube is actually about vaping and vaping only. I have about like 500 subscribers on there. Still not all that much. Okay, so now that you have scanned it once, you make sure you're back there, close to the middle of it. Then you're going to move this down 1 tick so that it shortens the scan range, and you're going to do it again, Analyze. And you're going to keep doing this process over and over again until this number over here on the right becomes a 100%, or you pretty like if you get down all the way to the left and keep scanning and you're only at like 80-some%, you don't have enough scanning power, which is a problem that I actually face quite often with this. I have a sister's core probe, but the scanner itself, the launcher, the core probe's launcher 1, it's not that great. So do yourself a favor and train up for that stuff. It'll help in the long run. All right, looks like we got that. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit and click analyze again. Yes, I'm a vapor, so you're gonna hear that shit. Just saying. I don't mute my mic, not unless I'm walking away from it. All right, so now we're just at about 50%. It's only 43, but still it's close to 50%, so it changes colors to orange. That lets you know you're getting closer. Get that in there. And this doesn't have to be an exact science of getting it way in there unless like you're running out of scanning power, but I just do it anyway. So then let's go in. And it already tells me it's a wormhole. When you get it green and you can warp there, then you will show info. You will right click on the wormhole itself, show info, and then I will also teach you how to figure out what kind of wormhole it is. So, alright, so we clicked on it again. Let's get everything centered. That's pretty close enough. Down one, analyze. And this one should do it. This one should be 100% now. Even though we're not all the way focused in here, we still have 2 more clicks left. It'll probably be 100% anyway. Boom, she turned green. Alright, so now you can right click here, and you can either save location or you can warp to it. In this small of an exploration vessel, I would say steer clear of going up to the wormhole at this point, because this ship's really easy to pop. And there may be like some kind of, especially in a lower security system, you might run into somebody who really wants your ship more than you do. Alright, so now we've scanned that one. We still have one more left. Let's go ahead and pull our scanning range all the way back out. Let's go over to there. And you can also, like, there's an auditory stimulation that you'll hear when you're close to something like that. When you're moving this blue square, you'll hear it like the frequency will get higher and higher and higher the closer you get. So it's almost like a metal detector, if you will. Like the louder the sound, or the higher pitch the sound, the closer you are to it. Let's go ahead and analyze that one. I'm hoping to find a data site, because then I'll go into a little bit more on what this ship can do. This ship is more set up for data gathering than a relic gathering, but I do have both. I have a relic analyzer and a data analyzer for different sites, but my favorite are the data analyzers. They're kind of a brain teaser, if you will. Not a very hard brain teaser, but still brain teaser. It's almost like playing, do you guys remember that that game Minesweeper? It's kind of like that, the data analyzation. Analyzation? I guess that's a word. Analyzing? Analyzation? I don't fucking know. As you can see, the English language may be my first language, but it's not my best language. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's in there. Let's drop the scan range down one. Analyze. I would turn my camera on, but you guys would probably freak out and, like, you know, call NASA because you think you saw an alien, like, ugly ass, like Klingon or some shit. Fucking Roger from American Dad. And now, wondering if it's going to tell me what it is. Nope, still not close enough to it. Alright, so make sure you always click the middle of the next one too, because it can pose like a little bit of a frustration. And I'll show you how here in just a minute. Give me just a second, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so you didn't click on it. Like I'm clicked over here now. I'm not centered on the point of interest or in the scanners. So then I'd like go to zoom in, and you see how like now you can't even grab a hold of it. Same way with like if you scanned this and it got smaller or went to a different location and you had to move it, sometimes it's just a pain in the ass. So you always click on that little red circle. All right, we are pretty close here. I'll take that. And decrease the scan radius. That actually was kind of off. It won't give me a diminishing return being that close, but still. Alright, so that is a combat site. Not really interested in that at this second either. Although I will bookmark this once it turns green. Because I can come back later in like my destroyer or my battle cruiser or something like that and take care of a site like that. But my 3 little drones that I can actually I have the bandwidth for won't do anything in a site like that. I'd be butter. And they would melt my ass. Oh yeah, let's see. Click, scan, and on this one I'm not even gonna move it. As you can see, it's that close. I'm not even moving it. Analyze it. No, actually, Prestige, it does not. That's another thing I was talking about just a minute ago. There's resources on the internet that you can go to that will tell you what the prefix of items or what the sites mean, like this WSB-B40. But usually in a like 0.7 space where I'm at right now, they're not that hard if you have anything better than just like a tier 1 starter frigate or something like that. But that's basically what I'm flying right now. Even though this takes a lot of skills to get into, the ship that I'm in, it's still a reworked tier 1 frigate, if you will. Alright, so now I am going to save the location of that. And then I'm going to tag it with something that I can remember. So it's combat site in bar. Oh, an A bar? No, I said bar, bro. Bro. Alright, so now we are just about done here. I didn't really find what I was looking for, so I'm going to uncloak. Probably going to go to a station, or yeah, station, a system right near here. So Stargate, Gomati. I usually have a. This is the 0.5, right? Hold on, give me just a second. I think this is the 0.5. Well, crap. Gomati. Set destination. Where you at? Hell with that. I'm just going anyway. I'm not worried about it. I just started in exploration. I've only been doing it about a week now, and honestly, it seems just about with every reset, there's at least something new. May not be one that has dispersed or diminished or went away, but there's usually at least 1 or 2 new per cycle. But there are some systems that I have ran into that didn't have anything. But Bar here has always had something in it. I should probably not be saying the system that I'm in. Wow, oh, this is 0.4 space. Not doing it. Not doing it. Yeah, that's not happening. Stargates. Let's go back to there. But yeah, I probably shouldn't be saying the system that I'm in, huh? On the stream. There are 2, let's see, there's drone surveillance, Sancho's rally point, and 2 cosmic signatures that I haven't discovered yet, but I don't care. Not doing it. I'm going to go to a different system. Give me just a minute, guys. But yeah, good questions, though, Prestige. I wish I was using just regular XSplit instead of XSplit Gamecaster right now. Because then I could, like, you know, drop in web pages and show you different things. At this point, I'll just have to, like, drop some links if you're interested in the, like, how to identify what kind of a site it is, you know, like by the tags. Most of what I have the info on is wormholes, though. There's a couple of sites that'll tell you, like, what combat sites are by the prefix, but not many. Alright, so now let's see here. I know this one is a 0.8, so let's go there. But yeah, glad to have you at the channel. Hope you stick around. No hard feelings if you don't, but it'd be cool if you did. So Prestige, are you in the corp I'm in, or did you just like find the stream or something? Oh, right on. Well, I'll try to keep you entertained. Not saying how well that'll go, but I try to be cheeky and fun. If that's what you're into, I don't know. Sometimes I just do it to amuse myself, though, so there may be incoherent chuckles and whispering to myself, just saying. Oh, right on, right on. Well, it's nice to formally meet you. Alright, so we've got 2 more cosmic signatures here that haven't been discovered. And this is something that I'm not sure of. I don't know. You see how these have like quite a few greens that have already been discovered, or however you want to say that, or just show up on my probe scanner. I don't know whether that's because other people found them and have been in there and pilfered them or whatever, or whether that's just like something that happened and CCP's like, here's the bonus. You could just have some green sites that you don't have to search for. I don't know. And these might have been ones that I found a while back, because I've been doing it, like I said, for about a week now. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to a spot in Jariza. Again, I should probably not be saying where I'm at. It's probably a bad move. Somebody's going to stream snipe me, but whatever. You can tell it's been a while since I live streamed, because I keep fucking up left and right. Hey, at least I do have the picture up here, though. You can't see the system I'm in. Alright, we're here. Just drop some probes. Wait for it to reload. I do this, you don't have to, but it's just, if I don't, I usually forget by the next system, and then it takes me twice as long to launch some probes. There we go. They're out. Cloak. And I am just using a regular tier 1 cloak. I'm not using anything special on that. The only thing that I have special at all is my probes themselves. They're quite the expensive probes. Alright, now let's get into this. Remember to increase your scan range. Let's click on that one. Get in there on it. And that globular like red shadow around the circle, that is basically telling you this is the only part, or it's confined within this globe. So you can actually go down to about that size and still be effective. So I was at 16 astronomical units on that scan right there. My location is top right, isn't it? Well, poo. I have to figure something out about that. Can I make that window smaller? Oh, but what a jerk! It still flipped. Nah, damn it. All right. Oh well. Because with Gamecaster, I can't without having a pro account, which you can't even buy. By the way, you have to like be granted it. You have to earn it or whatever. You can't do two pictures. Is there a market for selling the information you scan down to someone or contracts? In the data sites, yes. There's certain things that you can get from. They're basically, they look like these towers. You go up to them, you use your data analyzer, and it's basically like you're hacking into a lock. Once you hack the lock, then you can get in and take the contents out. Sometimes there's nothing. Sometimes there's very, 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 very valuable stuff inside. But it's kind of a crapshoot. I guess that if Eve had a casino, this is what it would look like. You're rolling the dice every time you go into a data site. You never know what you're going to come out with. But yeah, there is stuff that you can sell. Now, what I'm doing here, actually, not really. I mean, like the sites that I'm finding, there's not really a profitable way to get rid of the scan results, if that's the question you're asking. It's more about like the stuff that's inside that once you gathered, you could sell. But I guess, in some kind of a underground market, not just on the market board itself, like if you knew a corporation that was looking for these kind of sites, maybe they might pay you for the information leading to where it's at. I don't know. Alright, let's get in there on that one. And I will tell you, I have a lot of fun at this, even though it seems kind of tedious and stuff. That's really what intrigues me about it, is seeing if I can like master the art of scanning and then like data mining. The data mine, or well, how would you say it? I guess the data analyzation, that thing, that's even more intriguing. That's like a brain teaser of a reverse game of I just said the name not too long ago, Minesweeper. It works in reverse though. Like in Minesweeper, the bigger the number, the more bombs that are around you. Well, in the way that this works, the bigger the number, the farther you are away from the thing that will trip you up. The security installations inside of it, which I'm hoping to find one here soon so I can show you. These things are awesomely cool to play with. Increase scan size, and see how it fits inside of there. And now this is a little bit different one. The dotted line around it means that it's not sure where it's at inside of that circle. And sometimes you'll find one of these that has like a dot here and a dot down here, and like a line in between them, and that's saying that it's getting two responses from the scan, that like basically like a shadow or a there's another body in the way of it. Might be an asteroid, might be a comet, something like that in the way of your scan, and it's not sure which one is which. All right, and there we go. Drop 8 astronomical units. But yeah, and if you have any questions you want to ask that I might be able to answer that don't even pertain to scanning and probing and stuff like that, if I can answer it, I'll be happy to try. I don't know a whole lot about Eve, but I do know a fair share in my short time back. It's been over 10 years since I played before, and I just started playing about a month or so ago. Quite a lot of the previous knowledge was lost, though. Like, I just don't remember. I do know a little bit about directional scanning. You will, as you're out here, you push Alt and D, and it brings up a globe like that in your scanner. And you can change the range. So it was set pretty high there when I let go. Now it's set really low. There's in between, yet again in between, and then as far as it'll go, then the angle. So if you set that all the way to 0, it's going to linearly project just out in front of you. And the more you increase that, the more it opens up in the front and then encompasses your ship. See how that one is just in front, half a globe, and then the very last one is a globe. So that's what you want to keep it on, is the farthest range you can with 360 degrees. And then when anybody comes inside of this bubble right here, it will show you that there is a ship approaching. That would be your first indication to, get the hell out of Dodge if you think they may be a ganker. Like if you was to come into the system I'm in, it would show you inside of this bubble if you were in that many astronomical units, which it's only 14.3. I'm sure that there are probably better D-scans. I'm not sure. I don't know how to increase the range on that. I'm sure there's a better way to do it than what I have currently, but that's what I know about it. That's what I can tell you. Jasmine, be quiet. My dog is about the most, nib shit dog you've ever seen. She's got her nose and everything. Something happens in the house, she can't help but to... Oh, shit, I didn't scan yet. But, yeah, she can't help but go and investigate. I said curiosity killed the cat. Bullshit. But, yeah, that's what I know about D-scanning. If you wanted to, narrow down a question and ask another one, I might be able to answer it. Might not. Don't know. Yeah, well, what we'll do here in a minute, you're up around home base, right? Up there around the production facility, yeah, bar? Oh, how not to get ganked, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's an art form, bud. That's not just... That's not just a, here, step 1, step 2, step 3, and you're good. No, that's an art form. It's an adapt and overcome kind of thing. You just have to know what to look for and then what to do when it happens and try not to get, sensory locked when it happens from being too nervous, basically. Let's see. Nation-occupied mining colony. Or Sanchez Nation. Sanchez. I can't say that word. That word trips me up every time. Huh. But there's not, and this happens to me more often than not, there's not a data site here. So let's uncloak. Let's hit a Stargate. I'm going to head back to our base of operations, and then probably go back the other way through the other Stargate. There was good stuff over there last night, I remember. I did 2 data sites over there, about 4 jumps out. So, let me get that. People and places, where was it? Ice mining, ice mining, ice mining. There it is. Set destination. Oh, really? Nah, it wasn't that close. I don't know. Alright. At least I didn't think it was that close anyway. I'm actually going to fly to this one. And I'm going to see what kind of work, what kind of... So I had to go open a web page. That's why you seen the thing pop up that said, be right back or whatever. All right, so now that I'm here, what you do is you right click on this. You're going to go down to show info. And then if you notice up here, it says Wormhole K162. So I go to my little web page. Like, this has not been an explored one in this website. They haven't updated the info for this one, so I don't know what's on the other side of this one. Yeah, that was a fail right there of me trying to explain what to look for. Fail.
Warp drive active.
Oh, the shit you see on YouTube. Oh, it does? Okay, hold on then. I'm gonna do something actually then. It'll be just a minute. I'm gonna be right back. You're gonna see the AFK window again. Alright, can you still hear me? Now that the screen is up there, the Be Right Back screen is up, you can still hear me, correct? Because that is how I want it to actually happen. Have a mute button on my microphone for a reason. Can you hear me now? Awesome. Alright, so we've got three cosmic signatures here, so let's find a spot in the system, warp to it.
Warp drive.
Rinse and repeat just the same as the last one. This does kind of get a little bit boring when you run into places where you're like looking for something and you can't find it. It gets actually pretty damn annoying, but it's something you have to learn to live with on exploration vessels. Give me just a minute, everybody. We'll be right back. Alright, actually, I'm going to end the stream early because my aunt and uncle here are from New York. I didn't even know they were coming. So, I will see you in a little bit. Hopefully you'll meet back up with me if you still got the time to maybe check out some more on some exploration festival tips and tricks.
Warp drive.
Yeah, again,
active.
sorry, I didn't realize this was going to happen. They told me they were going to be here sometime this weekend, but didn't tell me when, and they just now walked through the door. So, a very pleasant surprise, but a surprise nonetheless. But anyway, I'll see you.